said to me, Mr. Jerome King said, that's why I was in the hospital. So he basically took my truth and flipped it into a lie. I went to the hospital last night, but upon going to the hospital, as you can see, my discharge paperwork is right here. My discharge paperwork under diagnosis says back pain, right? It says back pain and homelessness. Not anywhere on there does it say anything about me having a mental health issue that I went to be visited for. If you can see the date on this, right? We're gonna put the date. I'm gonna get it by as close as I can get it. Where's the date? Where's the date?
Oh, coming back down?
The date. Let's find the date here. 10/9, the date's right there. 10/9/2025. Reason for visit, back pain, chronic back pain, unspecified, right? I want you guys to see that the lies that they have been telling on me when they don't want to help is the reason why people are being sued for medical misconduct, medical malpractice, falsifying documentation. There's investigations. Because if you don't want to help somebody, you're typically going to make up a lie to get them, sent out of here so that you don't have to deal with the seriousness or the pressure of feeling guilty by why you don't want to help them. We all have had opportunities in my story to fix it and make it right. But because you don't like me, because you don't like the way I speak, because you don't care about the fact that you don't like the fact that I don't care about what you think about me. You don't like that I move, like I talk, like I am somebody, because God tells me that I'm His. He says it in His word. I read the Bible through and through. I've sown those seeds so deeply in my life that justice is very active in my life right now. And so if you lied on me, if you told a lie on me that could have got me hurt, or you told a lie on me in attempt to get me confined or say that there's something wrong with me, you lied, and what you lied to me on or using was denied. It was denied because it never happened. The whole point of truth and lie is if something happened, you will see it when a person is telling you. See it. How would you see it, right? If I was yelling at him, raising my voice at him, talking unstable, saying I went to the hospital, he twisted why I went to the hospital to fit what he needed to use it for to get them to get me out of here. Okay? If I was doing what he said, I did. The truth would have been them forcing me, because they would have had the way to force me, if it was true, to put me in university ambulance and force me into commitment. But if what he said was a lie, he would not get the result that he so thought he was going to get. That's the clearest way to tell a truth from a lie. Okay? I'm actually not trying to be on the streets. I've made my mistakes. The people that are doing this are people that I gave my life commitment to, my own family, who on both sides decided to steal my inheritance, cut me out of a will that I was left in, and got me outside on the streets like I'm a bum. We've all made choices. We've all done things. I don't look like half of the things that I have been through. But what you will not do is take the work I did on myself after I stop allowing you to enable me. Keep enabling me gives you the power and the control to manipulate and set the limits for how far I will go in my life. I took that power back by shutting the door on those people. And since you don't care what happens to me, you didn't want my love when I had to give it to you, you didn't want my loyalty when I had to give it to you, and you decided to cut me out of my own inheritance, at this point, your freedom means nothing to me. Your love, I've never felt it to know what it feels like, right? And I'm not loyal to you, which means the entire male side of my family, the paternal side of my family, they have been monsters in my life, and I kept their secrets, from them killing people to them being pedophiles to a lot of things, and they tried to groom me. This is what people don't know. I have to come out and say it now because I'm not going to keep having the world view me as the monster, as the crazy person, because I choose to keep being loyal to people who would rather see me out in the cold, love me with their lips, but their heart is so far from me. Sound familiar? That sounds like a Bible verse, right? They love me with their lips, but their hearts are so far from me. Who are you? How dare you steal from me? Take my house, take my money, right? And then sit here and send people to monitor me everywhere I go. I have pictures in my phone. I have audio, video recordings, okay, of the things that happen in these shelters, these revolving door setups that they want to put me in. Why would you want to put me in a sober living shelter when I no longer get high? I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore. Okay, I changed my life. I gave me the chance to live my life and I took it. And this is what you get when you give yourself to God. And now the best that they can do, think is it going to hunt me down? Right? There's an officer in my family, cleans up the messes. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that I owe you any protection as far as your secrets. I don't want your secrets anymore. Your secrets are why you feel bold enough to steal from me. Okay? Keep sending attempts upon my life. I don't have to protect you anymore. So I want you to know you are being investigated. Okay? Now, since the light of day is lighting the day, and I'm walking in the light of truth, right? The investigations are happening. So the people that are surveilling me are also being watched. The people that are taking pictures of me have people the people that are taking pictures of them. Everywhere I've been and the people that I have run into are nothing more than I'm the bait. I'm going to be the bait. I want you to know you're not getting away with you taking anything from me. God is a God of justice, okay? He's a God of love. And the way that he has loved me is why I pour all of my trust in him, all of my faith in him, all of my commitment, devotion, the glory, honor, and praise goes to him and him alone. So when I tell you, I don't care what you think about me, I don't care how you view me, I don't care about any of that, because the one that governs my life protects me, so I serve him, right? That is who my oath is to. Not man, right? And according to Psalms 139:17, his thoughts of me are precious. The sum of them cannot be counted. For if I were to count them, they would be more than the grains of sand on the sea. And to name a few of those, I am beautiful, I am bold, I am resilient, I am intelligent, I am conscious, I am divine, I am loving, I am giving, I am forgiving, I am merciful, I am patient, I am humble, I am honest, I am true, I am victorious. I am risen. I am determined. I am motivated. I am rising. I am grounded. I am anchored in peace, not bitterness. Okay? I am strengthened. I am empowered. I am everything that he says I am. So before you get ready to fix your face to talk about how my teeth are broken, I'd rather my teeth be broken than my soul be broken. I'd rather my teeth be broken than my heart be broken. Unless if my heart is broken and we reverse the word heart, it exposes the word earth. And he has definitely broken into this earth and his hand is moving in my life. Before you get ready to call me crazy, understand a crazy person can't talk like this. Okay? Your labels are done. I say who I am. I don't need you to affirm this. I'm saying it out of my mouth. And if you have a problem with that, go be the peasant and the slave that you are who needs people to wind you up and validate you. You're the one who screams more insecure because I don't put my security and my validation in people's hands. My happiness is determined by how I feel, how I move, how I rise up out of challenges. And I rise up triumphant every time an attack on my life surfaces. I want everyone to understand that my life is nothing but a testimony of what God can do when you give him a chance. When you truly put your every single breath into the Most High, according to 1 Corinthians 2:9, please forgive me, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, nor has it entered into the hearts of man what God has prepared for those who love him. And I don't have to tell you what he's doing for me. You can see the light on my face. Me glowing should be enough that there is a whiff of something happening. But even if you do see the glow, you can't do anything to take it, okay? My mail is not going to anybody else's address. I understand I'm being monitored. I know that somebody's got my phone being monitored because I can hear people talking in the background. Okay? The same time that you're watching and monitoring me, taking pictures of me, there is somebody posted up in the car that you do not notice watching and taking pictures. And I know they watching me. I know they taking pictures of everything. And when it all comes out, I want you to understand, don't ever, ever, ever count me out. And since you counted me out and he counted me in, I'm going to show you what an underdog looked like when he finally decided to put the big dog in charge. If you don't like that, I cannot do anything to apologize to you, okay? I will not shrink to conform the self-debilitating belief system that you wanted me to set for myself in order to make you feel empowered and in control of my thoughts. Who dare told you that you would set the tone of how far I would go in life if I would ascend or rise to a level that you set for me and you said as far as I can go? How dare you? If you never know who I was, let me show you who I am. I am the daughter of a king. I am the one who sees, hears, and feels all things connected to the divine because I decided to give my vessel as a vessel for spirit. And because of this, I cannot be tricked. You can no longer rent space in my head. If you want to do that for about 2 to 5 seconds, you run me $50 or $60, right? It'll be like a deep breath in and a deep breath out for as long as it'll stay, okay? And then you go about your business. I don't owe you anything but my wrath. I forgive you to step out of the way of being in the line of fire, but nobody is getting away with what they've done. You've had plenty of opportunity to make it right. Instead of you trying to make it right when you found me walking, monitoring me, you could have apologized then to spare you the ass whooping that's coming. Pardon my French, right? But at this point, there's no more mercy because with the intention and the power that you gave the intention to seek my life is what's coming after you. And I couldn't step in front of you to stop it if I wanted to because God watches and sees all things, okay? And all he sees when he sees me is his sacrifice. All he sees me when he sees me is the fact that I will not give up. He's never quit on me. Why would I just say, God, this is a joke, I'm done? I will not lie. Me being on the street has taught me a lot about survival. You could hang out with 5 or 6 people walking up and down the street and still be looking over your shoulder. I could sit outside by myself. And the only time I look over my shoulder is just to see what that presence is that's hovering. It's always an angel. But we always understand when you evolve to a different state of spirituality, you reach a new level, there will be a new devil. And the only devil that exists is the one that I allowed him to crucify. That is the only thing I fear. It's my dark side. So when you see me pick up and run, it's because I'm running away. And the only thing I fear is the harm I could cause if I stop trusting in God. Okay? This is a wake-up call. This is a call for you to take off your mask, your makeup, your facades, your fake smiles, your intoxicants and all the things that you think make you feel good and feel the pain that you are been running from, right? And fix it. Because until you do, you will forever think that it's okay to hunt me and it goes nowhere. Don't tell lies and expect the result that you seek because the truth will set you free every time. These are people running these programs in these shelters who want to walk around like they're so holy, but you'll tell a lie to get me, set up? You expose who you are. You go ahead and expose. I'll get the best angle on this video recording to show you. You called the police. Why have they not shown up? The devil ain't going to show up and do nothing to me. I don't fear Satan. I don't fear him. I fear God and God alone. And according to Romans 8:31, if God be for me, then no one could be against me. And I don't worry about anybody setting me up to hurt me or cause me harm because according to Deuteronomy 31:6-8, he would never leave me nor forsake me. It is him who goes before me. He fights with me in every situation. And I do believe mentioning that God would never put me in a battle he don't walk with me in. I'm never by myself. This was always a journey of faith. And I never knew I could be this strong until strong was all I had to be because the world abandoned me. People counted me out before it got good. And I'm glad you did. I'm glad he allowed you to leave. So when he gets ready to reveal my new life, people that walked away have to stay out of the way. You don't get to come up to me and say, I didn't know, I'm sorry. I forgive you. I don't have anything for you other than move on. And your own guilt will be the reason your heart breaks, so your breath stops. Either way, I don't wish that for you, but God is teaching everybody a lesson about playing with those that he revived. The world broke me in pieces and shattered me to dust. And as if he knew he was God, he said, come together. Okay? And just like that, the pieces of me that for years were broken and buried came together, and he made me whole. How dare you think that you can take me and break me again and use me and twist me and poke me? You can't do nothing with this new. You can't do nothing with this new. Because not only did you not put me back together, you wasn't there to smooth out the cracks. Because he had to put me together piece by piece, y'all. He had to put me together piece by piece. And in putting me together piece by piece, there was no residue that I was ever broken. I was in the fire. There's no residue of me being there, okay? I don't smell like smoke. I don't look black and dark, right? It's all shiny light. And so for you to ever ask me why the sun lights up the way it does when it sees me, I'll just smile inside, let the light shine, look at the ashes that are a heap on the ground and say, this is where I met God and did not look away. I kept going and I bursted into stardust, and I walk in places no feet can ever travel because no one will ever discredit what God did to bring me out of my pit and my sorrows. And the closet of one-sided love that I had to stay in with secrets that I was never meant to carry. So shame on you for letting your pride and your sin, but you thought I was going to be him twice. Jesus died for my sins. I'm not dying for nobody else's. So if you bury bones in the backyard and the earth is stirring, by the time you go pick up your bone, hold your bone, ask God to forgive you for your bone, how it got there. And by his grace, you be forgiven, right? But you can't bury no more secrets in me. I have expelled them. I have given them all up. Every single time I was going through something, I came to these shelters, begging, pleading for a place to stay and be safe. And they denied me. Because my testimony is a testimony of the ages. I'm sure most people would not have survived the things that I have endured. Unless you know God. So don't dare think you can break me or cut me down. I am a tree of life, and to cut me down, you're going to need a hacksaw about as deep as I was buried in the earth, and it's about as hot as I was in that fire. You cannot cut me down. What's meant to stand will stand, and if you think you can move me, by all means, I urge you to try. But all those that have tried are no longer alive. I'm asking him to have mercy and patience on y'all every day. Every time I tell you get away from me, it's for your safety. Because if you keep approaching a fire, you're going to burn yourself. Pop and Mama told us when we was young, stay away from that stove when we in the kitchen cooking. It's going to get hot. We don't like to listen, so we got to figure it out for ourselves sometimes. Go near that stove and you burn yourself. I told you to stay away from it, but you ain't listening to me. God cooking something in my life. He cooking, he's stirring, he preparing something. He preparing my table. And if I tell you stay away from me, you decide you want to keep approaching me and ignoring basic signs and boundaries that I'm drawing on purpose, then he gonna stand on business about me and allow your ass to walk into that fire. And either you're going to get burned or you're going to be tried and shown what you actually made of. But either way it goes, there's a box for everybody in this situation. There's 3 different boxes you can pick from. Trust me, God is a God of free will. He will give you free will to pick which gift you want. The biggest box I chose was the one in the middle, the gift of life, the gift of his presence. His presence is my gift. I chose it. But if you want to go with the box on the left, playing out there in them streets, there's a box called jail for you, okay? I'm telling you something straight up. If you decide that you want to be out there on them streets, playing with people, places, and things, and playing with fire, there's another box waiting for you, and that's called the grave. I don't plan on traveling either which one of them directions, which is why I stay by myself. The gift of his presence is only gift that I'm walking in. And from where I sit, it's a whole lot more gift than it is consequence. Everybody had the opportunity to fix what they did to me, okay? My daughter has been in the system going through things no woman should ever have to know about her daughter going through, and get all of these people talking, making reports. I made a report to everybody who would listen. And nobody took me seriously. So that's not on me. That's not on me. Fix your wrong. I'm not carrying no more sins.